studio. It's always a blast. And right now, we're going to talk to you about the Dripsie. I remember when this was introduced. And this right here is an anti-clog sink strainer. And we're going to talk about why this is so specifically engineered. But whether you have a garbage disposal or not, this is going to catch the food and, quite frankly, in the long run, save you the plumber fees. Now, this is the set of 3 in the blue. We also have the set of 3 in the red. I'll show you. Set of 3 in the red. Then we have the set of 3 in the gray. Ta-ta. And then we have 2 more color choices on, actually 1 more, I think. Yeah, 1 more on QVC.com. We have the black available for you. There it is on your screen. $21.98. More than 70,000 have been sold here at QVC. Rick Roman coming back in to chat with us all about them. Rick Roman, this came yet again, as it often does, out of necessity for one person, and then we all jumped on board because they just make so much sense.
Yeah, you know what, Mary? True American inventor story, right? You know, washing the dishes, noticing that the sink drain he had is constantly clogging, the food's getting stuck at the edge. Well, he created a rimless design, I'll hold this up to the camera, that sits below the edge of the drain, but it also is fully vented all the way around. So that means even when it's full, the water can still flow through. Now, the best way to show you is to come in the sink, right?
Right.
So in my sink, now this is 3¼ inches, so that's most standard sink. So in my sink, I actually have a disposal, but notice how it sits below the edge. So none of the food now, when I go to rinse this, watch this. When I rinse the food in the sink and I start to drain the water toward it, notice how the food doesn't get stuck at the edge. That's because it's got that rimless design. And then I am loading this up with a lot of food. I have carrots, I have green beans, and I'm running heavy water. Those vents around the top edge, those are what really separate Dripsie and allow that water to continue to flow. And the best part is, when you're ready to take it and empty it, there's a little stem in the middle. I simply pick this up. It's a naturally non-stick material. I shake it out, and it comes clean. And this can go right in the dishwasher. It's flexible. It's not metal. It's going to rust or chip. And every time you pop in the dishwasher, you freshen it, so it's not going to get stinky and gross like some of those other ones.
I mean, if you've ever had to call a plumber to your home, whether it's a holiday or a non-holiday, it costs a ton of money. And our line producer, Jonathan, reminded me, even if you have, like I said at the beginning, he uses his all the time, and he has a garbage disposal. Oh, he does not have a garbage disposal. So have you had to call a plumber since you've used your Dripsie?
I will say this is our second garbage disposal since I've lived here. So I've had not this is pre-Dripsie. But the other thing I really like about it is it's taking a simple thing that we take for granted in the kitchen and making it better. You know, that fully vented design and rimless design. So you get that anti-clog property, you get that full flow of the water, and then you get that nice washable, reusable strainer that's not going to get corroded or rusted or chipped. It's a flexible rubber or plastic, so it's virtually indestructible. You can't really hurt it. And then, because you have these colors, hey, maybe you want to see what you're doing in the sink, you can get a contrast, or if you like a darker color with the gray and the black, it'll kind of blend into your sink. Right. They come in these little boxes. Get a set of 3. Hey, I always love to give somebody, but if you have maybe a laundry sink or a different sink in another part of the house in the basement, you can use one there as well.
Exactly. You can get the set of 3 in red. You can get the set of 3 in the blue. And you can get the set of 3 in the gray, and we do have the set of 3 in the black. Now, they are $7.33 a piece. They're all boxed up individually, so they're ready to gift to a friend if you want to. But these are made in the USA, and that makes me extremely happy. But I also love the fact that you can pop them into the top rack of the dishwasher and they're ready to go. But let's see in your sink again, because I think this is really where the magic is.
Yeah, so here's the difference. So here's a traditional strainer. Notice how it sits on top. So all that food gets stuck at the edge, and then this clogs up. With Dripsie, it's got that rimless design, so it sets down below the edge of the sink. So it doesn't matter how much I'm rinsing, whether it's my cereal, my scraps from my dinner. Notice how with the water, it freely flows into the drain. None of the food gets stuck around the edge. And even, look how full that is, Mary. I mean, that's completely, you notice how the water isn't getting backed up? That is that vent design that goes all the way around. And I'll move some of these peas. Every single edge of our Dripsie has that venting. And then when it's time to empty it out, that little stem in the middle, makes it easy to take out. I lift this out, all those peas simply pop out because it's naturally non-stick. And like you said, put this in a dishwasher at the end of the cleanup, and it's going to freshen it up. You have 3 of them, so you could rotate them, and they never rust, chip, or bend, or break because it's a flexible material.
Super, super smart. These are very popular in the show today. They're $21.98. I'll hold these still on our little turntable because I want you to see the colors from overhead. So take a look. We've got the set of 3 in the gray. Here is the set of 3 in the blue. And then we have your set of 3 in the red. Now, the red and the gray are very popular, but we do have a 4th color choice called black. So you can definitely get all 4 colors right now. Over 250 sets have already been picked up to add on to the 70,000 that have been picked up here at QVC. I said 70,000 and my eyelash almost came off. Like, that is some intense information to process, because think about it. Whether you have a garbage disposal or you don't, these are going to fit and save you that extra work.
Yeah, so the only thing I'll recommend, these are 3 1/4 inches. So just measure your sink drain. Most sink drains, are 3 1/4 inches. But, you know, maybe some people have an RV. Some of those sinks can be small. If it's a tiny drain, this is not going to fit. If you have a garbage disposal, make sure it's not an oversized drain. So mine, the garbage disposal is slightly larger than the standard drain, but you could see I'm using it no problem. Just make sure. But once you get these in there, you're going to notice you love the fact that that rimless design really functions so much better because it sits below the base of the sink. And to me, it's just a simple thing that we took for granted when you think about, you know, cleaning our dishes, and we have those traditional sink strainers where all that food gets stuck at the edge. Well, guess what? Whether it's my cereal, my vegetables, my rice, all these vents around the edge, they allow the water to keep flowing. And then the naturally non-stick material, I love this. I take that little post in the middle, pull this out, and all I do is shake it out, and all that food pops out. And then I can put this in the dishwasher. It's just, you know what? Why have a sink drain that doesn't work properly or it gets gross? This one, you just wash it, ready to go. It's fresh every time you want to use it.
I got to tell you, I feel like, you know, we have a sink in the laundry room. We have a sink, of course, in the kitchen. I'm thinking of a lot of different places. I want to gift this to my parents.
Yeah.
Boy, talk about heavy guilt. Went to my parents' house. I'll help you in the kitchen, and I jammed up their kitchen sink. I was like,
oh no, Mary.
Yeah, how helpful are you if you're going to cost somebody money? Ugh.
You're gonna.
I know. We fixed it. They're good, but oh my Lord. Here are your color choices that you have remaining. Don't be like Mary. Be smarter. Here's your set of 3 in the gray. Here's your set of 3 in the blue. Here's your set of 3 in the red, and we also have the set of 3 in the black. $21.98. Rick Roman, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Mary. Hey, have a great rest of your weekend.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Hey, everybody, we've got Chop 21 coming up in the house, and it is the professional